This is BMAT 2021, Section 2, Question 21. We are told that a nucleotide has 3 different subunits, and a section of double-stranded DNA contains 600 of these subunits, and of which there are 28 which correspond to the base adenine. And we have to work out what percentage of the total subunits are guanine. So, let's start at the top. A nucleotide has 3 subunits. What are these subunits? What makes up a nucleotide? Well, we have our phosphate, which is attached to our sugar, which is also attached to a base. So we know that this is what's going to be our adenine and what's going to be our guanine. These are both bases. So we need to work out how many of the bases we have. We know already that we've got 28, which are adenines. So what can we work out from there? We can work out how many nucleotides there are of adenine. So all we have to do for that is times it by 3 to get all of our subunits together. Times it by 3, we get 84 subunits, which comprise adenine nucleotides. But we want to link this in some way to find out how much guanine there is. So how can we go about doing that? What feature of DNA can we utilise to sort of move across from our adenine to our guanine? Well, we know that adenine always bonds with thymine, and thymine always bonds with adenine, and cytosine always bonds with guanine, and guanine always bonds with cytosine. So there must be an equal amount of adenine and thymine if they are bonded together in our double-stranded DNA. So there must also be 84 subunits which make up the thymine nucleotides. So altogether, all of the subunits in both our A and T nucleotides is 84 plus 84, or 168. And from that, we can work out how many there are in the C and G nucleotides by just taking them away from our total. So that is 432. That is the total number of subunits in all of the C nucleotides and all of the G guanine nucleotides. So how much is just in guanine? Well, we know we have to have the same amount of cytosine and guanine nucleotides. So to find out how many guanine there are, we just have to divide it by 2. And that gives us 260. So this is the amount of subunits in all of the guanine nucleotides. But we just want the bases. So like before, we times by 3 to go from bases to nucleotides. This time, to get nucleotides to bases, we have to divide by 3. That's going to give us 72 guanine bases. But we need that as a percentage of the total subunits. So if we stick that over 600, times it by 100 to get our percentage, I'm just going to simplify this down to 12 over 100, meaning we have 12% of the subunits being guanine bases. And that corresponds to a final answer of C.